In the labyrinthine alleys of Nairobi's slums, where corrugated iron roofs tessellate like tarnished scales, a boy named Jabari gazed skyward. The roar of jet engines, a sound as alien as it was alluring, pulled at his soul with gravitational force. Little did he know that the path from those dusty streets to the stratosphere would be a journey as improbable as it was inspiring. Before we soar into Jabari's extraordinary tale, take a moment to subscribe to our channel. By clicking that button, you'll ensure you never miss another story of triumph against insurmountable odds. Now, fasten your seatbelts as we ascend into a narrative that defies gravity and expectation alike. Jabari's world was a tapestry of contradictions, woven from threads of despair and hope. The slums of Nairobi, a sprawling metropolis of makeshift dwellings, clung to the city's edges like barnacles to a great ship. Here, amidst the cacophony of vendors, cries, and the acrid smoke of burning refuse, our young protagonist's story begins. Born to a mother who sold secondhand clothes and a father long absent, Jabari's earliest memories were of scarcity and yearning. Family's home, a single room with walls of rusted metal and a floor of packed earth, was a far cry from the sleek jets that streaked across the sky above. Yet it was those very aircraft, their vapor trails etching ephemeral patterns in the heavens, that captured Jabari's imagination. At night, as the slum settled into an uneasy slumber, Jabari would climb to the roof of his ramshackle abode. There, lying on his back atop the warm tin, he'd watch the blinking lights of planes cutting through the darkness. Each distant aircraft carried with it the promise of worlds beyond the squalor and limitations of his daily existence. Education, that great leveler of playing fields, was Jabari's first taste of potential escape. In a classroom where broken windows outnumbered intact ones, and where textbooks were shared among 5 eager minds, our young dreamer found solace in numbers and letters. Mathematics, with its promise of precision and order, became his sanctuary. The physics of flight, though far beyond the scope of his rudimentary schooling, beckoned like a siren's call. It was during these formative years that Jabari encountered a mentor who would alter the trajectory of his life. Mr. Ochieng, a retired mechanic with eyes that sparkled with the wisdom of years, recognized in Jabari a kindred spirit. Under the shade of a gnarled acacia tree, Mr. Ochieng shared tales of engines and aerodynamics, beating the boy's growing obsession with flight. To fly, Mr. Ochieng would say, his voice gravelly with age and cigarettes, is to defy not just gravity, but the very circumstances of one's birth. These words etched themselves into Jabari's consciousness, becoming a mantra in the face of adversity. As Jabari grew, so too did the challenges that sought to ground his lofty ambitions. The relentless grip of poverty tightened, threatening to suffocate his dreams before they could take wing. There were days when the pangs of hunger drowned out the distant rumble of jet engines, when the allure of quick money through nefarious means tested his resolve. Yet Jabari's determination proved as unyielding as the earth beneath his feet. He threw himself into his studies with a fervor that bordered on mania, knowing that education was his ticket to the skies. Nights were spent poring over donated textbooks by the flickering light of a kerosene lamp, a smell of aviation fuel existing only in his imagination. His efforts bore fruit in the form of a scholarship to a technical college in Nairobi proper. It was here, amidst the whir of machinery and the tang of motor oil, that Jabari's dream began to crystallize into tangible possibility. Each lesson on aeronautics, each hands-on experience with engines, was a step closer to the cockpit he so fervently envisioned. The path from technical college to the flight deck of a commercial airliner was fraught with obstacles that would have deterred a lesser spirit. For Jabari, each setback was merely a turbulent patch of air, to be navigated with skill and perseverance. His first job as a baggage handler at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport might have seemed a far cry from the pilot's seat. For Jabari, was a foot in the door of his chosen world. Proximity to aircraft, the rhythmic dance of takeoffs and landings, only fueled his passion further. It was during one of his shifts, as he loaded luggage into the belly of a Boeing 737, that fate intervened in the form of Captain Amina Okello. The veteran pilot, noticing Jabari's rapt attention to the pre-flight checks, struck up a conversation that would change the course of his life. "You have the eyes of a pilot," she remarked. her crisp uniform a stark contrast to Jabari's oil-stained coverall. But do you have the heart? In that moment, standing on the scorching tarmac with the scent of jet fuel filling his nostrils, Jabari knew that his journey was far from over. It was, in fact, just beginning. The road from baggage handler to pilot was paved with countless hours of study, grueling flight simulations, and a determination that burned brighter than the aviation fuel that powered the jets he longed to fly. Jabari's days became a blur of technical manuals and part-time jobs, his nights a cacophony of air traffic control chatter in his dreams. Each small victory, his first solo flight in a tiny Cessna, the weight of his first set of wings pinned to his chest, was a testament to the power of his unwavering vision. The boy from the Nairobi slums, who once gazed at planes from a rusted rooftop, now found himself in command of the very machines that had so captivated his younger self. The moment Jabari first took the controls of a commercial airliner as a fully qualified pilot was one of transcendent joy. As the massive aircraft lifted off the runway, leaving the familiar landscape of Nairobi behind, he felt a surge of emotion that threatened to overwhelm him. In that instant, suspended between earth and sky, Jabari realized that he had not just achieved his dream. He had become an inspiration for countless others still gazing upward from the slums below. Today, Captain Jabari Mwangi is more than just a pilot. He is a beacon of hope for the children of Nairobi's slums. His story, a testament to the power of dreams and the indomitable human spirit, has inspired a new generation to look beyond the confines of their circumstance. In the very neighborhood where he once lay on a tin roof, dreaming of flight, Jabari has established a foundation that provides scholarships and mentorship to aspiring aviators from underprivileged backgrounds. Classrooms, unlike those of his youth, are equipped with flight simulators and state-of-the-art technology, bridging the gap between dream and reality for a new cohort of dreamers. As he guides his aircraft through the endless blue of the African sky, Jabari often reflects on the journey that brought him to this point. Each flight is a reminder of the distance he has traveled, not just in miles, but in the trajectory of his life. The sky, he often tells his young protégés, is not the limit, it is where your journey begins. And so as the sun sets over the vast expanse of the savannah, painting the sky in hues of gold and crimson, Jabari's aircraft cuts through the clouds, a metallic embodiment of hope, soaring on the wings of an impossible dream realized. Jabari's extraordinary journey from the slums of Nairobi to the cockpit of a commercial airliner is a testament to the power of dreams and perseverance. If his story has inspired you, share it with others who might need a reminder that no ambition is too lofty, no goal too distant. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more tales of triumph against the odds. Until next time, keep your eyes on the horizon and your dreams in flight.